Hey everybody, Animus here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Before I begin this video though, I want to say this is not my footage. This was taken from Predict HD going over the map. And I just wanted to commentate over it to see exactly how the map layout is, kind of go over gank things and different adjustments that we can do to this map to make it almost perfect. So let's get started. So honestly, the map looks absolutely beautiful. They did a really good job, I feel, on the shadows, on the art style. It looks a lot more polished than actual, like, the beginning of Monolith when it first came out. It looked very dingy, things like that. Nothing was polished. They didn't have the pearl with the gold and everything like that, and they did a really good job on these. I do like the fog walls and everything like that. One thing I do like that's probably an unpopular opinion is the size of the lanes. I don't know if they're gonna have a travel mode. You can see Kallari is moving in travel in their travel animation. So if there is a travel mode mechanic, it's the open maps are gonna help a little bit against fast ganks, and depending on how the game plays, the mechanics, things like that, and how fast the time to kill is. The bigger open map like that, or the lanes at least, can help kind of divert. Especially, I mean, I'm a carry player, and I hate getting ganked. One thing I do notice is, so there's one fog wall on the left, on the middle, which is nice. But then to get up to that platform, you can go through the tower, or you can jump up from the other fog wall to the river. And I don't like that mechanic because it makes jungle heroes obsolete. People like, well, Rampage does jump, Grux, Feng Mao should be able to get up to it. But people like Feng Mao, Kallari, shit, I'm drawing a blank, but those guys are going to be meta if they don't fix that. If they don't have an ability to get up there with maybe stairs or something like that, or just elevation somehow so you can jump up and jump up again, those heroes are going to fall short. Here, you can see it right there. So there's no way to get up to those two platforms, except if you double jump with Kallari, you might be able to, but teleport as Feng Mao. If Rampage has his jump, things like that, but there's no other way to get up there. So as a carry player or even a mid player, if there's no one that can get up there, you are just gonna sit up there and farm, just push the minions up, and you are safe up there. I don't like that at all. That's, I mean, I think he goes over it in this video, but there's so much more space over there that they can put something. So the river buff is just to his left over here. And it looks like there's two fog walls. And that's a little risky. I don't know how I feel about that. As a mid player, you're kind of taking a risk to getting that river buff. And honestly, the river buffs, unless they changed it, aren't that impactful. I mean, yeah, you get a little bit more movement speed, but and a mana regen and things like that. Early game though, honestly, they're not that impactful where you have to get it. You might lose out a little bit of damage, that mana regen, the dot damage, the invisibility is nice for your jungler, but all you would have to do is, so if you're on Dust side, all you have to do is put a ward right here, and then you should be fine. I don't know how their card system is going to work, so I can't say how wards are, pre V42 in Old Paragon. I don't know how it's going to work, but that's my opinion. I don't know how I feel about those fog walls. What are these? The rock look a little odd. I feel like they could have added this here and then the rock on the other side. And I actually don't like that there because there's no way to move around the turret. I feel like that's so small that you can probably get stuck there. And then it's just another obstacle that you have to jump and think about while you're in your tower. Your tower's supposed to be safe and open and not have obscurities, things like that, in that tower. So this is the duo lane, because whoever holds that freaking, that's gonna be so clutch, dude. So the duo lane is gonna have capabilities to either, I don't know how that's gonna work, whether whoever puts a key in it, or I'm not 100% sure how harvesters are gonna work now. If that's just a free-for-all harvester, whenever it gets full enough, we just take it down. So the objective for the duo lane then, it would be to control the harvester, but that'll give you more of an opportunity to get ganked by the jungler because you're pushed up and trying to control that. I really like that mechanic. Let's go back to that. So the duo lane's gonna have, is that one No. So it's two options for ganks. So I would assume as you want to control this, you're gonna have to push up to the second fog wall. So wards right in here are gonna be a must. So I would assume that as a carry, your objective is gonna be to sit right here, and you're gonna just clear ads as much as possible. And when you see a blip, you're gonna immediately run back. Even ranged supports are probably gonna be a must. So the ranged support would just sit there and attack the harvester while you're getting last hits. I think that's gonna be the meta there. I'm really excited to see the mechanics, kind of abilities, the time to kill, things like that. Yeah. So first of all, those rocks do not work there. I do not like that. Because you can see right here, right there, there's no option. There's minimal room right here. So you're going to probably, that's the route you want to go when your tower's getting attacked. Because you don't want to be on these stairs, because that's just a farther route that you're going to have to take to get to your next tower. So say if this falls, just flatten this out, make it another one of these little pillars, and put it up here. Do it for the same side. I think that would be so much better. I hope. The one thing that I didn't like about the new monolith, what V42 I think it was, is that the Fangtooth made the game too snowbally, and I really didn't like that. So I hope Fangtooth is just going to be an economy boost and not a damage and shit like that boost. Because if it's just an economy boost, you can make up that. Yeah, all you have to do is sit in your lane, farms, get some lucky kills, and make sure you're just farming and farming and farming. Because if you can out-farm the other person, then you're going to win. But if they're just constantly say if you're losing the game, but you're out-farming the carry, it doesn't really matter because they have 3 Fangtooths. That's going to give them, I can't remember how much the buff was, but that's an outrageous amount of health or damage. And I think after 3 Fangtooths, they had a movement speed buff. And that's just insane. So that made the game so much more snowbally than it had to be. So if they just took that out and just made it a pure economy boost, then it would be a more balanced game. Oh, look at that Harvester too. I really want to know the Harvester mechanics as well. So I don't think you have to have keys. I think you just have to hit it, or just stand around it, and then if it's an enemy one, then you have to hit it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I think that's about all I wanted to cover. Appreciate you guys watching. Britick, thanks for the footage. Appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll try and cover it. I don't know a whole lot about anything about this. Nobody has contacted me, but I did want to go over this and kind of give my feedback on the map. Thank you everybody for watching. Talk to y'all later. Peace.